All right, welcome to today's class in data science. My name is Jude, and I will be teaching you how to create an impressive, responsive dashboard in TABLEAU. So today, we are going to replicate this dashboard. This dashboard is about our video game sales that was made from start date 1980 to 2020. Um, we have created a parameter that can help us to navigate between regions. For instance, you can select global sales here, and then you will see the changes in the display, and as well as you can as well select North American sales with this parameter, which serves as a filter. So you can also select Japanese sales with this parameter, and as well play with the years when these cells were made. So for instance, you want to know what happened between 1990 to let's say 2007. So you just select it here, and you can see. So that's at the end of the 30 minutes, you'll be able to learn how to create this fantastic dashboard. So let's begin. To start, we have to start in a new. We have to upload our data set. To get our data set, you can get it from here. New data source. So click on it, and then text file. This data set can be found in the link below. So you can click on the below this video, and then you can be able to download the data set. Taking just a while to upload. All right, now that we've uploaded the data set, this data set is actually large. Like I said earlier, that this is a video game sales that was made between let's say from 1980 to 2020, and it contains 11 fields, 11 columns, and nearly 17,000 rows. And you can see the names of the video games that were sold, the platforms where they were sold, the year, the genres, the publishers, and the regions where these sales were made. Here we have North American sales, European Union sales, Japanese sales, other sales, and global sales. So let's go to our worksheet and start the presentation. First of all, when you look at this, you can create and you can build create a display for European Union sales, Japanese sales, global sales, North American sales, and other sales, as well as to know the total names, the platform, publishers, year, and the genre. But in order to create different worksheets for all these categories, it will take a large space and it will occupy large space and take a lot of time to do so. In order to limit the time and the space we consume for this, we have to create a parameter. To create a parameter, you come here and say create parameter. Sometimes it takes a little while because it's a large file. Alright, so we name this parameter zone cell, zone cells. And then in the data type, we make it string, and then allowable values, we make it list, and then we add our values. We get our values from here. First of all, we say like European Union, so we say European Union cells, global cells, North American cells, Japanese cells, and other cells. Okay, now that we've created the parameter, we also create a calculated field. So say create calculated field, and we name it zone cells. So we make it a case zone cells. So we say when I select European Union cells, then give me European Union cells. When I select global cells, then give me global cells. When I select Japanese cells, then give me Japanese cells. When I select North American cells, then give me North American cells. When I select other cells, then give me other cells. And remember, this is case sensitive, and then you have to be very careful with the spellings. Make sure that the spellings tallies with what we have here and what you have already created in the parameters. If not, it will not function. So you say apply, apply, apply. Okay. All right. Now that we've created the parameter and the calculated field, we can now go into our visualization. So to start our visualization, let's say that we want to create top 10 cells by names and generic. So we come here and rename it. We say top 10 cells by year and January. Okay, so we take the year and put in the columns. We put the year in the columns, so you can see the year. As I told you that this is all about our video game cells that were made from 1980 to 2020. So this is the year. Then we pull the zone cells that we've created to in the row. Now you can see, so we remove these null values. We remove all the null values. Click on it and then filter it out. Now that we've removed the null values, um, we've removed the null value, so we have to duplicate this, So to do it, you control and then you hold the control and then you drag a little bit this way and then you leave it. So in that case, the you have two different graphs here. So the first one, this one, you can make it change the color to black, and then the second one you change the color to you can say more color and then make it blue. Okay, and then you put this second one, you make it an area chart. You make it area chart, so that it can be filled up with this. And then now that you've created these two different graphs, you can now merge them together using dual axis. See, dual axis. Now it have merged together. As you merge it together, you now put the genre. Remember, we are creating top 10 cells by year and genre. So the year is here already, and then you can see the year. So we add the genre into the color of the area chart. So you can see the different coloration here already. This coloration is a different. It symbolizes the different genres where the different genres that we are sold. So here we can in this zone cells we say show parameter. We say show parameter. So you take it up here if you like. For instance, when we select global cells, we can see global cells here. When we select Japanese cells, we can see Japanese cells. When we select North American cells, you can see the different cells in North America. When we select other cells, you can as well see different cells here. And then global cells, we can as well see the changes here. So put it back to European cells. Then now that we've done this, we create another parameter. So in this genre, we say show filter. This is the filter. This filter also helps us to navigate between the genres. For instance, if you want to know what happened in action, adventure, like I said, the coloration symbolizes the different cells. So you can see fighting, platforms, puzzle, racing, role playing, shooter, simulation, sports, etc. You can as well select all at the same time. So that is the function of this parameter that we created. So now we have to create another parameter. So we say create another parameter. And we name this parameter We name it start date. Start date. And then we make it an integer, the data type integer, and the allowable values we make it list, and then add values from year. We make it range, sorry, and then add values from year. Now you can see that our year started from 1980 to 2020. You say okay. This is the start date, and then we create another parameter, and then we say create another parameter, also it will also take a while to load. Okay, now we also call it end date. So we call it end date. End date. And then data type, we make it integer again, integer because it can go from here to here. And then we make it allowable values range, and we say add value from year. So we also have from 1980 to 2020. Okay. Now that we've created our start date and the end date, so we also create another calculated field. So we say create calculated field, and then we can call it study period. So we say study period. So in this study period, we say if year is greater than equal to start year, start date, and year less than equal to end date, then 1. Then give me 1, or else give me 0. Then end. Apply. Okay. Now that we've created this calculated field, so we come here and say the start date show parameter. So you can see the start date, the parameter, and then the end date show parameter. So we can take this this January here, this parameter here, put it up here, and then put the start date here, put the end date here for easy navigation. So the purpose of this parameter that we created is to help us to navigate. For instance, we want to know what happens in the cells that we are made in the European Union in the year 90, maybe starting from 1998 to let's say 2016. So we can be able to see the differences here. And we can as well change to global cells, or maybe to change to Japanese cells, or maybe to North American cells as well, living here in the European Union. So these are the cells that were made during this period. Okay, so now that we've done this, we can easily navigate between the years. We can navigate. Nothing happens in this during this period, but we can as well know what happened, depending on the date that we select. It's actually responding, but there takes time to load. Okay, let's filter out this year. We already know that this is year, so we remove it from here. So we remove the year, and then we remove the title so that we can have enough space. Remove the title. And then we can format the sheet. And then bold. And then we can edit the title here. We say top 10 sales by year and January. So we can put it 11, or let's say 12, and then we make it bold, and then color black, and put it in the center. Apply. Okay. Then we format the title, the shading. We can put the color like this. Okay. Now that we've done this, like I said, we can navigate. It's taking time to show our the display. Okay, we will correct everything in the dashboard. All right, now that we can be able to use these parameters and this legend to control the display. We can now create another sheet to know maybe the total names in the data set. So we can say let's create another sheet for the total sales by name. So we can say another sheet, and then we say total sales by total sales by name. By name. Okay. So in order to get the total sales by name, We can put the zone cells in the column, and then we put the name in the row. We can say add all members, and then we filter it. Filter. We can say top 10 by field. Apply. Okay, and then we sort it out. We sort it in descending order or ascending order. Let's say descending order. So we can control, hold, and put the zone cell into the label so that we can get the figures of what we of the cells. And then we can as well show filter, show parameter for easy navigation from one region to another, like from European Union to global cells to Japanese cells, North American cells, and other cells. And then the start date, we can also show parameter, end date, show parameter. So we can as well check the different, we will correct, we know why it's not responding anyway. So, and then we remove this axis. Okay, we can put the study period. Oh, okay. Now let's go back to top 10 cells by year, and then we put the study, we make this study period, we convert it into dimension, and then we put it here into the filter, and we select one, say apply, okay. All right, that's why we cannot be able to navigate through the years with our parameter that we've created. So it's easy to correct. Now we go back to the total cells by name, and then we add the study period into the filter and select one, apply, okay. Now we can be able to navigate from one from year to year, depending on the year that we want to know the cells that were made. For instance, we can select from 2006 to 2020, or maybe 2022. Nothing was done here, or 1984, or maybe 2027, 2007, or 2015, or maybe 2020. We can as well change the color to maybe this color, blue, and then you say okay. That's it. So we remove this title. We already know the title, so we remove it. And we edit the title here. We say total cells by name, okay. And then we put it in the middle, make it bold. We can select 11 and black, give it black color, apply, okay. And then we also format the title and the shading, we put it in this color, yeah, correct. And then we format the shade, we format the shade, First of all, we can put it in the entire view, and then we format the sheet. We make it black, bold. 9 is okay. Correct. All right. Now that we've created the top 10 cells by name, we can as well create top 10 names by platform. So what we do is we duplicate this. We say duplicate, and then we rename it. So we can call it top 10 names by platform. Top 10 name names by platform. Top 10 names by platform. Okay. So here we edit the title. Top 10 names by platform. Okay. Apply. Okay. So we remove the names from the row and insert platform. So we remove the names here. Remove the names here, and then we insert platform. We sort it out. We sort it, and then we also remove the names from the filter, and then we put platform into the filter. Apply. Okay. So we can use bubble chart to represent this this graph here. So we say use bubble chart. So you can as well play with the regions of cells and as well as the years of cells. So that is the function of the parameter that we created. So we can add the zone cells into label so that we can have the figures. We can as well change the color if we want to, and then we change this platform into details. Or we can as well leave it the way it is. So that's it. You can put the platform into color. So with our parameter, we can be able to navigate from years to years and region to different regions. All right. Now that we've created the top 10 names by platform, I think we have to create maybe top 10 publishers by sales. So we create top 10 publishers by sales. So we can duplicate this, duplicate it, or maybe we just we duplicate this, and then we name it, we can name it top 10 sales by publishers. 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 Okay. So we edit the title, top 10 sales by publishers, and then we put it in the middle and apply. Okay. Top 10 sales by publisher. So we remove the name here, and then we put the publisher here. We will also remove the name from the filter, and then we put the publishers into the filter. Apply. Okay. Then we sort it out, and then we filter. We edit filter. We can say top 10 by field. Apply. Okay. So here we have the top 10 sales by publishers. Or top 10 publishers by sales. Okay, top 10 sales by publishers. Let's make it top 10 publishers by their sales. That would be nice. Top 10 publishers by sales. Okay. Apply. Okay. Top 10 publishers by sales. Okay. So we add the zonal cells into the label. We already have it, so that's why it's the way it is. And then we can format it. It's already formatted because we did the duplicate. So now that we have this, we can as well show filter. We have the filter already here. Okay. So now we already have top 10 sales by year and January. We also have total sales by name. And then we have top 10 publishers by sales, and we have top 10 names by platform. So we can as well create total names in the data set. So we say total names in the data set. Okay. Total names in the data set, Okay. So to get the total names in the data set, we put the name in the text, and then here in the name we select measure and count. We say count distance. So we select count distance. Now that you can see the total. We have total number of we have 11,493,000 names in the data set. So we have to format the let's first of all edit the title. Total names in the data set. Okay, we make it 11, bold, black, put it in the middle, apply, okay. So we format the title. So I have to remove it and can really add it again back. Total names in the data set. So we put the names in the text and then we select measure and then count distinct. So we edit the title, total names in the data set. Okay. So bold, 11, center, black, apply, okay. So we also format the title, the shading, we put this color, and then we format this, we put it in the center. Okay, and we make it black and bold. 11 is okay. All right. Now that we've created the total names in the data set, sorry, we wasted a lot of time here anyway. So we can as well show parameter, show our parameter, the zone cells here by zones, which we can as well, navigate as usual. And then start date, we say show parameter, end date, show parameter. So we put it in the entire view, and then we format it, put it in the center. Yeah. Sorry, put everything in the entire view. Okay. Now that we have the total names in the data set, we can as well create total platform in the data set. So we duplicate the total names in the data set, duplicate, and then we change the name. So we can call this total platform in the data set. Total platform in the data set. So we format it. It's already formatted, so we just edit the title. We call it total platform in the data set. Apply. Okay. Then we have to remove this name and then put the platform in the text. Then select measure and count distinct. So the total platform in the data set is 31, as you can see here. Then we also create the total publishers in the data set. So we can as well duplicate this and then say total publishers in the data set. Publishers in the data set. Okay. Alright. So we edit the title. Call it publishers in the data set. So we say okay, apply and okay. Then we remove the platform and then we put the publishers in the text. And then we select measures and then count distinct. So we have the total number of 579 publishers in the data set. Okay. Now that we've created the total publishers in the data set, we also have to create the total genres in the data set. So we can as well, you know, duplicate, or we can do it this way. We put the genre into the text and then we select measure and then count distance. So we have the total number of we have 12 genres in the data set. So we edit the title. We say total genres in the data set. So we make it 11, so it wouldn't occupy much space. No, let's make it 9, and then bold, black, put in the middle, and entire view. Oh, okay, apply, okay, and then we put it in the entire view, and then we format the shade. So we put it in the TABLEAU book, black, bold, black and bold, black and bold. Okay, and then we align it in the middle, center, the header also in the middle. Okay, so we have the total, total genre in the data set now, which is 12. 12 number, 12 is the total number of the genre here in the data set. So now that we have created the, okay, we rename it so that we won't forget it. We say total genres in the data set. Okay. All right. Now that we have the total genres in the data set, we can as well create total sales by genres. So we say total sales by genres. Total sales by genre. Okay. All right. To create total genre by total sales by genre, we can as well put we put the genre in the columns. Sorry. Yeah, and then we put the zonal cells in the rows, and then we sort it, and also filter it. Filter. It's okay. All right. And then we can remove these zone cells here. Because we already know what it is, so no need to occupy the space. All right, we can put it in the entire view. Okay. So we put the zonal cells into the labels, and then we put the study period into the filter, and we select one, apply, OK. Then we say show parameter, and then the start date, show parameter, the end date, show parameter, so that we can easily navigate through the zones. For instance, we can say global cells, and then we can be able to see what happened across the globe. And then we can say Japanese cells, and we can be able to know what happened in the Japanese market. And we can as well select North American cells and other cells. Now we can as well play with the years, the start year, maybe the year we want to know what happened, and that's it. So we can format the title. We put it in the black and bold. And we edit the title. We can say, just call it the name, total sales by January, and then we make it, I think we're using 11, and then black, bold, and center. Apply, OK. We can as well change the color to maybe blue, more visible blue, or anyway. Let's leave it like this for now. Later we can change it. Then we can format the title as well, shading this color. Okay. Here we can add we can format it again and add border. We can add border, this one. Okay. So now that we have the total, we can drag it all the way here. Can bring it up here. Okay. Total sales by name. All right, we have total sales by year and January. Total sales by name. We have total sales by January as well. Total publishers by sales. Total top 10. Okay, this is supposed to be top 10, sorry. Top 10 names by platform. Total names in the dataset. Total platform in the dataset. The total publishers in the dataset. Total platform in the dataset. Total total publishers in the dataset. Okay, now that we've created all these cells, we can now create our dashboard in order to display what we have created. So to create our dashboard, we come here and then this is our dashboard. So we adjust the size of the display. So I like automatic. I like automatic display here. You can as well make it floating or title. So let's start. We can start from here. Just drag and drop. Then total sales by name. Total sales by total sales by, can put it here. So we still have total names in the data set. Can put it up here. And then total platform in the data set. Can put it down here too. Total publishers in the data set. Put it here. Total genres in the data set. You can put it here as well. And, so you adjust it. We can as well put our parameter. We put our parameter here, up here. Then we put the start date closer here. And then our end date, put it here. Can reduce this. And then we reduce this to accommodate this. So now that we have this, we can as well remove all these regions here. So we can format it. The border can put this, format it, the border. Okay. Now we can format the parameter, format parameter, and then align center, and the shading we can put in this color. Then the border we can put this. Okay. Now you can see that we have successfully built an impressive dashboard here, and then we have all these parameters that can help you to navigate. For instance, you want to know what the sales that were made in Japan. You just put Japan sales here, and then you can see the changes here. You can as well change the set it to your test. But at the end of the day, just like I told you that you can be able to build this dashboard and replicate it the way you like and make it, you know, a very wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. You can as well edit the format this title here. You can change the shading. You can maybe put this or change the color to something like this, or maybe black. Sorry. Anyway, so you can be able to change um, the colors. So you can be able to format it and then to your test. So that you can as well play with the years to determine the cells that were made in these years. And then you have all these legends here that can help you to navigate, for instance, the adventure. Whatever you do here is responsive. If you touch any place here, it will reflect in other places. Thank you so much for following me, and please try as much as possible to subscribe to this channel so that you can be able to get more videos on this. And if you want personal lessons on this, you can as well contact me. So thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.